Alright, back for round 1 on the draw with a solid hand. Could use another red, hopefully we'll draw it, but, you know, it's fine. And we do have the injunction to cast on turn 2 maybe. Splatter Thug on turn 3, now Lobber Crew. Seems fine. As we are playing against some sort of Azorius deck. If I don't draw my red, which I did not, I'm just gonna injunction that to cycle it, and I guess, you know, not take 1 damage. Basically draw 1 card, gain 1 life. Ooh, Guildmage are pretty strong, and this one seems solid to say the least. We'll drop the Thug as a 3/3. Yes, please. We drew the the 5th land for the Dragon, which is cool. This type of card can really apply a lot of pressure and put us in a winning condition. So I guess my opponent is... No, never mind, I cannot block. So I thought they would give flying, but since I unleashed, I cannot block. Okay, so they get a 2/2 Vigilance Knight, and their land can now prevent damage from you, not from creature. It would be a bit too strong otherwise. As we can just attack and drop a Lobber Crew. And next turn, I can either, you know, Lobber Crew number 2, Shred Freak, or other option is just play the dragon and battle. Beat down. Given that I have the dragon, I feel like I'm in a fairly decent shape to win this race, but this could be tough. I guess we'll see. And security blockade might prove to be annoying. If my opponent leaves the 5 mana for the new Prav Guildmage available next turn, I will play Lobber Crew, Shred Freak over Dragon. If I have a good attack with Dragon, I will attack with Dragon though. So it, you know, it will depend basically. Here we will probably take 3. I mean, if they spend 4 mana on making everything fly, I'm pretty happy. So, guess we'll take 3. My opponent drops a Grasp on the Thug. Okay, cool. I'm saying cool because it means I think that they will probably... Ooh. We drew It's a Charm. Does that change my plan? I kind of think it does. I kind of want to get rid of that thing ASAP. Could also Dragon attack. I kind of like dropping the first Lobber Crew though. I mean the second, sorry. Yeah, I think we'll do that. And I'm gonna It's a Charm right now, just to play around potential counter spells, and I don't know what my opponent could have, but the Guildmage is really something I want to get rid of, so I kind of want to make sure it just dies here. I guess I could have Dispel if there is such thing in this set. And they did not. Now I can drop the other crew. We will take 1 from the Pegasus each turn, but yeah, it's fine. I mean, if I take 1 each turn, my opponent takes 4 from the dragon. So I'm gonna Lobber Crew now. Now they can, you know, use the planes to protect themselves. They did not do that though. Okay. Well, it's whenever you cast, so even if they counter my dragon, I'm still gonna untap these dudes. So, and here my opponent either has a Removal or some type of answer or counterspell, I would assume, or maybe they are a bit flooded. I don't really think this this dragon will resolve though. Kind of feel like they might have something like a... Oh no, it did resolve. Okay. They might just be a bit flooded then. Hmm. Alright. They keep attacking, okay. Yeah, my oven seems quite flooded here. I would assume that it is what's going on. Ooh, they have Sphere of Safety. Okay, so now I have to pay 2 each time I attack them, which is fine because I'm mostly attacking with only one creature. So I think I can live with this. I guess we could drop Shred Freak and attack. It would trade with Knight. Yeah. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. It untaps the Lover Cruise though, which is the most important thing, I guess. And they conceded. They were not dead on board, obviously. They would have gone down to what? 2? Yeah. But you know, with 2 Lover Crews and the Dragon, it was kind of over, and I guess I got a bit flooded. Sphere of Safety is interesting. Don't really think that type of card is great, but maybe they have enough enchantment to make it work. Alright, so some enchantments. So there's the Street Sweeper that can get rid of the security block security blockade. Don't think it's great though. I think I'd rather keep my impact as my 6 drops. Pissing Needle not really looking very good. Well, destroying a land when they use an enchantment on it is kind of cool, but I guess I could play that over a Goblin Rally, but I doubt it's gonna be better than Goblin Rally very often. They did not show any great artifact, I don't think so. Yeah, we'll just submit the same deck. Okay, do like that hand a fair amount. I could use some more lands, but we are playing 18 lands, and on the draw, so hopefully we'll get there. If I don't draw a land, do I Electromancer or do I Chainwalker? It kind of depends on what they do here too, I guess. What does that do? Okay. Don't think that card is great, but I guess they gain 7. Sure. And they know what I'm up to. I don't think we are very likely to try casting an instant or sorcery very soon, at least not next turn. And if I can play my crew before I play Electromancer, I get 1 damage off the Electromancer, which is kind of good. So this is the reason why I led with Chainwalker. Chronic Flooding, okay. I will still drop Lobber Crew. This is the kind of card I think you really wanna play as soon as possible. And next turn I can, if I don't draw land, I can Shred Freak, untapping my crew. Yeah. So my opponent is playing an enchantment milling deck. Interesting. Not something I'm used to. I'm not used to many things in this set. Maybe it's a good deck, you know, I just, from what I've seen, and so far it doesn't seem like a tier 1 archetype if there is such thing, but it's interesting to say the least. So I guess they can now trade. So I'm pretty sure the play is Electromancer. Shred Freak, be down with everything. And mill ourselves for 2, but it's fine. I mean, such is life. Yeah. Well, I have to resolve that before I cast my thing. Yeah, sure. Ooh, they got my dragon. and my 2 injunctions. So I guess I will block the Chin Walker, go down to 20, and yeah. Next turn I can maybe Explosive Impact if I draw land, maybe probably Goblin Rally. I guess if they don't kill my Electromancer. They took the damage, very interesting. Huh. So they were like trying to go defensive and they would have blocked the Chinwalker. I guess now they can, boost the Drake to make it a 2/4. But yeah, okay. A 2/3, I guess. They have a 2/3 and a 1/3. Pretty annoying to attack through, I guess. We got another Electromancer. I think we'll just, Lubber Crew, play Electromancer, pass the turn. And now we can Goblin Rally for 3 and Explosive Impact for 4. I don't really mind standing there. I can just probably assemble a pretty large board with Goblin Rally and then the Thug and attack with a bunch of stuff. Well, I guess they have a decent board too now. But I don't think they are gonna attack. The thing is I have this Lobber Crew that's just pinging them, so... Okay, we got Gilgate, which I guess is fine. New Prav Guildmage. Good card, but it doesn't really deal with the Lobber Crew very well. Swamp. Okay, not very interesting. Might just keep that in hand in case I draw Salt Flare. What happens if I attack with everything? Let's say they block all my creatures with the highest power. And yeah. And eat a goblin, they would take 3 down to 10. That doesn't sound very good. Guess I'm gonna splatter Thug as a 3 power creature. The thing is, if my opponent starts to attack with Flyer and play a bit more aggressively, I can then proceed to attack with everything. They will have less blocker, they will take a fair amount of damage, and Lobber Crew plus Explosive Impact might just finish the game. Now let's say, well, let's go to combat. My opponent might just... No, they are... I can attack. That's interesting. I thought they would detain my Thug. What happens here? So I would assume... So they eat my Electromancer there. They eat my Shred Freak there. Well, they will eat some things. This attack is not very good for me, but let's say they block my 5 creature with highest power, which I don't think they can really do because they would have to make some bad trades. So I think they take at least 5 if I attack this way. They are at 11. Yeah, I think I'm willing to do that actually. I haven't done all the math, but I'm pretty sure my opponent is gonna take at least 5 here, no matter what happens. And if they take 5, they go down to 7, then 6 from the Lobber Crew, and then Impact is lethal next turn, so I'm fine with that. Yeah. And they might take a bit more, trying to, get some better blocks. But I'm certainly losing some creature and value, but I think they take, like, even if they play like the most defensively, they have to take, I think, approximately 5 unless they make some really bad blocks. So I think it's a pretty good situation, especially since they allow me to attack with my Splatter Thug. If they had detained my Thug, I don't think I would have made the attack. But here it seems fine to me. Like, if they take this, they are very dead. Even without the impact, that would be a lot of damage too. Like here, they take what, 8 down to 4, which is more like 3 because of the crew. Now the question is, should we impact right now? Or should we wait? And I don't have the answer. To me, it feels right to do it now, because I don't really think they have a counterspell in hand, but I might be wrong. Okay, well, we got there. Defeating the Enchantment Azorius deck. My opponent was packing some pretty strong creatures. I think, you know, the Guildmage is very good. That card is pretty solid too, I do like it. Saw some solid flyers. I don't love the Pegasus, but yeah, I don't think Chronic Flooding is very good at all, or the Search Warrant, but alright, either way we got there. Hope you enjoyed that first round. Thank you for watching and see you for round 2.